And welcome into the Minto Sports Complex. My name is Stefan Barb. Joining me, as always, Brianna Newell. Brianna, we have a good game in store. The GG's looking to bounce back from a 1-0 loss against their playoff rivals, the Montreal Canadiens. These two teams well aware of each other in the playoffs. The Martlets have ended the GG seasons for the past two seasons, though. This one not going to plan. The matinee game gets underway momentarily, but Brianna, the GGs need to be hot starters tonight.
Yeah, 100%. Wow, 100%. I think I should have had another coffee. So especially bouncing back after that unfortunate loss to the Montreal Canadiens. It's important to always come out strong after that, get the momentum swinging in your favor, and especially after that last game where there weren't a ton of shots. You know, yes, Racine did make some exceptional saves to shut out the GGs, but at the end of the day, you need to get more shots on net, especially true for today when McGill Martlets has decided to put in their rookie goaltenders. Only played a couple games this season. That's an opportunity for the GGs to really start off strong, get a ton of shots, get her in the game, and see if they can put one by her early on.
Yeah, you beat me to it. The story coming into this, Juliette Waugh making only her second start of her young RSEQ career. She played one game against the Carleton Ravens. They lost that one by a score of 2-0, but she was exceptional. 30 stops on 30 stops on 32 shots in that one. This season has been putrid for McGill, to put it lightly. 2 wins and looking to shake things up in net. At the other end, though, the GGs turn to their backup. If you can say it's tough to call Mahika Sarazin a backup, the RSEQ Rookie of the Year for all of goaltenders last season. She gets a start here tonight, and how important will getting her into this game be for the GGs as we head down the stretch?
I think it's a good opportunity to throw her in and give her a game. I mean, like you said, she's not really a backup. You could put either herself or Aurélie Dubuc in net and be absolutely confident that they're going to be a strong, steady presence there in the crease. But as you're approaching the playoffs towards the end of the season, you want to make sure that you're giving your second goaltender some action time. God forbid if something does happen, you want to make sure that they face some pucks. So why not at this point? Still an important game for the GGs, 100%, so we don't want to take away from that. But like we've already mentioned, I mean, you can put anyone in the net for the GGs and be absolutely fine. So good opportunity to throw Mahika Sarazin in to give her some playing time.
Every game is vital here, and every game is vital down the stretch. The GGs now find themselves chasing the Montreal Canadiens after the game on Friday night. They have a game in hand, but are currently 2 points behind, or 4 points rather, behind the Canadiens. The Canadiens take on the GG's crosstown rivals against the Carleton Ravens. We're just moments away from puck drop here at the Minto Sports Complex. You won't want to miss this one. The GG's looking to come back strong.
At this time, as part of our pre-game program, please join us for the Indigenous affirmation, followed by a recording of the national anthem. Dans le cadre de nos cérémonies d'Abbonati, joignez-vous pour l'affirmation autochtone suivie de l'hymne national. As we gather for this event, the Gigis pay respect to the Algonquin people, who are the traditional guardians of this land. Nous reconnaissons le lien sacré de longue date lié à ce territoire qui demeure non cédé. Nous rendons également hommage à toutes les personnes autochtones qui habitent Ottawa, qu'elles soient de la région ou d'ailleurs au Canada. We acknowledge the traditional knowledge keepers both young and old, and we honor their greatest leaders, past, present, and future. Merci. Thank you.
Welcome into the Minto Sports Complex. My name is Declan DeBarp, and joining me, as always, Brianna Newell. Brianna, as we mentioned in the pregame show, a big one as the GGs take on the McGill Martlets. The Martlets not having the season they want. They are 2-18-1 on the season. Friday night, they took on the Concordia Stingers, lost to them 6-2. They'll be looking to bounce back in this one. The GGs also suffered defeat Friday night. That one 1-0 against the against the Montreal Carabin. That one an unfortunate one in the GG's playoffs hopes. We'll get quickly into starting goalie, starting down for the University of Ottawa, Mahika Sarrazin. Sarrazin 5-2 on the season, a .923 save percentage. She was in the net last January 22nd when she faced the Carleton Ravens. She allowed 3 goals on 32 shots. The GGs walked away victors in that one. Down at the other end, the Martlets start with Juliette Waugh, only her second game in net for the McGill Martlets. Roy, the product of the South Shore of Montreal, as we mentioned, her second start, picked up the loss, allowed 2 goals on 32 shots against the Carleton Ravens the following weekend, January 27. They're hoping for better in this one. Reedman races over and fumbles it a couple of times. Elizabeth Moura in hot pursuit. We talked about her a lot the last time she was here, a veteran player. We'll expect a lot from her. She leads this Martlets defense. Stephanie Keeper being harassed there by Vicky Harkness. The Harkness line promoted to the top unit here tonight. We played very well against the Carabin. Kastelik down low. Stephanie Keeper shifts past Mepham and dumps it only as far as Reedman. Reedman behind the net. Clavel up to Harkness. Mepham picked off by Piers. And back come the Martlets. Here's McCallum, Mackenzie McCallum, twisting, turning. On to Piers. Piers a shot. It's blocked on its way through. McCallum was a thorn in the GG side the first time these two teams met here at the Minto Sports Complex. A goal and assist combined with Megan Harley. Harley cutting to the net. She wanted that one. They elect to go back to the point to Kastelik. Mackenzie McCallum still on it. A shot that Sarrazin directs to the opposite wall. Lebrec playing on defense tonight. Sends it down low, and the GG start back from center. Here's Jade Todd. She has Abigail Malotny. Alyssa Biesenthal picks that one up. Taylor Sims shields the line. Sims fans on it. And Kaslik will start to center. Gigi's got to be careful not to get caught with too many. Ariane Gagnon twists and turns and sends that one in deep. Roy's first touch of the puck. Kaslik around. Quinn Campbell. And here's Chrissy Kalitsa. Christina Kalitsa puts the brakes on, looks back to the point. Back down low to the Martlets captain. She's still on it. She was part of that very dangerous line for the Martlets last season and the previous season before that. Jade Downey-Landry and Marika Lebrec. Downey-Landry has moved on. Plays with Gigi's captain, Christine Daudelin. That one still in Montreal. Not too far. Krasinski takes a tumble. Kalitsa back on it. She puts the brakes on. And Birkby cleans up the loose puck. Physical tone set early by both teams. Stretch pass. That one just out of the reach of McLean, but she's back on it now. Kate McLean. Olivia Pridham shut the door. Pridham reverses it to her defensive partner. Gagnon picks the pocket. And then that one just out of her reach. Whack a puck they're playing here. No one wants it. O'Hare, Bridget O'Hare trying to twist away from Beatrice Bilodeau. Bilodeau back to the point. Reedman back to Bilodeau. That one had too much sauce on it. Bilodeau behind the nets. Stephanie Keeper. Completa shifted on. Mika Cheng back in this one. She missed the last meeting here between these two teams. Mefam on to Bilodeau. Bilodeau looks up. Her team changing. And LeCavier on it.
And so far here, only about 4 minutes into the first period, the sense that you're getting of this game so far is that McGill has come out a little bit stronger than the GGs. GGs are playing more of the whack-a-puck sort of strategy, I guess you could call it, and a little bit sloppy as well. The transition so far from Martlets has been much better than we've seen from the GGs over these last few minutes.
You can't say it's been a good start for either, but one player who's got off to a good start here is Mackenzie McCallum. She's on it again.
Mackenzie McCallum, as well as Stephanie Keeper, has been having a good start so far to this game as well.
Kaslik downloading Yan. That one squirts to the front of the net, but Mahika Saracen freezes it up.
And that's our first whistle, actually, so far of this game. And smart play by Mahika Saracen to take it out of play and just get that stoppage, give her team a chance to reset as well, which is, I think, something that they need.
Krasinski able to get that puck out to center. Jay Todd sent the wrong way. Kaslik on it now. Over to Lebrec, who's playing with her in an unfamiliar position. We mentioned it, the veteran forward lines up on defense here tonight. Paired with Kastelik, who carries that one through center. Sarah Zam will head out to play. Chrissy Kalitsa reads that one well. Back behind the net. Watch out for Megan Harley. Birkby cleans up in front.
Yep, good job there by Catherine Birkby, taking that defensive zone coverage and mitigating that risk there.
Abigail Malotny gets on her horse and beats that icing out.
Great speed there shown by Malotny to beat that out, and she's facing off against Lebrec down there in the corner.
It all comes to naught as she's knocked over and Lebrec connects with Kalitsa. Kalitsa head up over center and will send this puck in deep. Sarazan leaves it for Mefam. Mefam to Kathleen Reedman. And it's back and forth. The GGs don't want it.
What a great play there, though, by Kate McLean, as she read that very well as well from Waugh, but just no one out in front to center it to.
Vicky Harkness had followed her in support in the corner. Quinn Campbell almost turned that one over. Pridham out to center only as far as Angelique Prue. Prue looks up, sees LeCavier, feels the pressure and does a good job to alleviate it. Moves it on to McLean and continues to the net. Kate McLean under the check of Vananen sends it into the corner. It's back with Sims. Sims to McLean. McLean calm as you like. Taylor Sims, that one always going wide. Alyssa Biesenthal, little bit of time and space. Alyssa Biesenthal picked out the corner.
Nice shot there by Biesenthal and a great stand-up stop there by Juliette Waugh.
Her first test of the night. Biesenthal, a long shot, and Waugh gloves that one up. Mentioned a little bit about Juliette Waugh in the intro to this one. Played 3 games with the Ottawa Lady 67s last season. She posted a .950 save percentage before being recruited to play for McGill. She came in with a lot of promise, trying to reward Alyssa Cressy here in this one. From Candiac, Quebec, the south shore of the Montreal of the St. Lawrence River. Another alumni of the Ottawa Lady 67s, Jamie Aspro-Potamaitis of the Bishop's University Gators. The Gators facing off against Concordia today. A lot of matinees here in the RSEQ. Berkby comes back from an onside position, trying to leave it for a teammate. That one clearly off the leg of Emma Pierce, who is leaning over. And we'll get a whistle.
A little bit of a delayed call there, as if the officials were thinking, did it hit, did not, but very, very clearly went off Emma Pierce there on the bench as she had one leg over. And this will be the first offensive zone face-off opportunity for the GGs, and you have the Harkness line out there to take it.
Meffam, a long shot from the point. It hit Stasiuk in the back and bounced up awkwardly. Up to Clavel. Clavel moves it on to Reedman. Reedman picked off. Megan Harley trying to advance through center. Good coverage there by Alex Clavel.
Yep, good job there by Alex Clavel to come in behind and support Reedman just in case. It would have been a good opportunity by Reedman to actually shift it back on that hinge to Clavel. It could have really opened up the play as everyone was moving over on the ice towards the bench side of it. Everything on the stand side was actually wide open.
That top unit has been the danger unit for the Martlets this season. Megan Harley, Emma Pierce, and Mackenzie McCallum take it over in the place of what was the danger line last year. That line combined scored over 100 points, but we'll get our first penalty of the game.
Yeah, that was...
Kylie Lalonde looks skyward, but no complaints.
Nope. Can't really argue your way out of that one. Off the face-off there, the puck wasn't anywhere near the mark of the player, and Lalonde just absolutely rocked her. I mean, good hit, but definitely a penalty.
I think that's the kind of physicality we'll expect from the GGs and the McGill next weekend when the men's team head up for a vital playoff game, a vital game for the GGs to secure their playoff spot. They win, and they're in. We turn back here, though, and good pressure brought by the Martlets, but calm play by the GGs.
Smart play by Abigail Manlotny to just calmly toss it over. She saw she had no opportunity to ice it down on the boards. Pass it over to Sims, who calmly knocked it down as well.
We can talk about numbers all you want, but the Martlets power play operating at 9.3%. They scored twice last time against the GGs. Behind the nets, Megan Harley couldn't carry it past Angelique Prue. And then sent the length of the ice by Taylor Sims. No nonsense penalty killing here from the GGs. 45 seconds gone, the Lalonde body contact penalty as Elizabeth Mora starts through center. She'll dump in, looking for Pridham. And again, good killing there by a GG's defender who sends it down the length of the ice this time. Jamie McDonald, Sophie Garreau got on her horse. That one played to an area by Roy. It was bailed out by a teammate. Garreau over to McDonald. Head up all the way. She has Bilodeau in front, elected to go by all by herself. Moura got in the way of that one.
Good forechecking here and PKing done by Bilodeau and Sophie Garreau, really putting the pressure on, not allowing the Martlets an opportunity to get out of their zone, as now they back off.
And Sophie Garreau was the standout player in that game against the Montreal Carabins. Did everything but score. Got her team going in the right direction, always hoping to emulate that. Unfortunately, her fan club not here tonight. We hope they're watching on. We love having you in the building. We always love having parents and fans come out and support and make a ton of noise. That one sent the length of the ice once more, and that'll just about do it.
Yeah, definitely successful PK done there by the GGs. Very aggressive PK done by them as well.
They didn't have anything to do on Friday. This their first opportunity as Marika Lebrecht carries through center. She fakes the slap shot and then loses it.
Good job there by Reedman to not look at the puck, take the body there.
Lalonde out of the box, over to Clavel. Her stick wasn't on the ice. Alex Clavel wins that race for the puck. Harkness given a bump by LeCavalier. She only plays it over to an area. Line held there by Angelique Prue, only momentarily. Here's LeCavalier. LeCavalier shot off Taylor Sims' body. Catarams into the corner. And Biesenthal in offside.
Yeah, Biesenthal had a head of steam really out of her as she was scooping in to pick up that puck, and it just got caught in the feet of the linesman, and Biesenthal just kept on going, causing that that play to go offside.
Scramble draw one by Biesenthal. She's on the backhand, trying to create a little bit of space. She had the angle, couldn't find the back of the net. Elizabeth Mora wrapped up her.
It's a great job there by Biesenthal, but really good defensive play done by Mura to keep Biesenthal to the outside and not really give a good angle for that shot.
And we've sung the praises of Biesenthal all season. Go back and watch our game tape, and you'll see how much praise we've had for her. It's for moments like that. More than just the striker, more than just the sniper that they recruited from the Georgetown Hurricanes. Back with her now, Alyssa Biesenthal. Gonna head up and circle as she noticed her team making a change. GG's caused their own problems, but clean up as Catherine Burpee looking for Abigail Malotny. That one just out of Malotny. Todd got on her horse. That one just rings off the post. Jade Todd has burst the speed. No Martlet looked like they wanted it.
No, it definitely was either a miscommunication or just a little bit of fatigue. I'm not really sure, but J-Todd was able to just break through and ring that one off the post. A little bit lackadaisical on the play of the Martlets in that sequence.
Vananen up to Stasiak. J-Todd over once again. Sims keeps the play alive, and Waugh, feeling the pressure for her team, just heads out of the crease and gets a face-off.
Yeah, smart read there done by Waugh, because at the end of the day, the Martlets were scrambling around a little bit. Take the stoppage and play. It doesn't cost you anything, and reset and take that face-off there.
And the GG, such good cyclers of the puck. When you can, you want that whistle.
Well, it's something that we talked about during the Carabin game as well, is that there was a lot of good cycling on both sides of the coin here, but just Gigi's not able to do what Bilodeau just did. We're coming off the wall and cutting in towards the net.
She's still on it. Nice play at the line by Prue. That one sneaks on goal. The shot by Bilodeau. Not sure if it was a shot or a pass, but either way. Here's Angelique Prue. Head up. Feels the pressure, moves it on to Taylor Sims. Bilodeau unaware. She was headed off. Watch out. Mackenzie McCallum lurking at the back post. Vital stick there by Prue. Politza took a tumble. Arms will stay down. Bridget O'Hare goes back to collect. Watched by Lalonde. Up to Piers.
Good look there by Piers to go cross ice over to her teammate McCallum.
Mackenzie McCallum. Rifle that's stopped there by Sarrazin. Mackenzie McCallum from Morden, Manitoba. A lot of recruits from the West Coast here. Megan Harley, another member from.
Was a high shot done there by Elizabeth Mura. Didn't hit anyone on the way through.
One sent back to Mura. Down to Megan Harley, the Toronto, Ontario native. Kate McLean touches it on to Biesenthal. Biesenthal ahead of steam. She has Gagnon with her. Gonna cut to the net again. Gagnon, her stick tied up by Harley.
See, and Biesenthal has a ton of speed. What I would have liked to have seen there from her is use her speed to cut around that defender there, O'Hare, and see if she could get a better shot angle on net, better opportunity.
Meffam. I want out of the reach of Biesenthal. Kate McLean ahead of Meffam, receives it. She's Biesenthal with her. And a chance for Mackenzie McCallum. Gigi's changing. Jake Todd read it well.
Yeah, good job by Todd as well as Reedman to cut over and stop that there around the ringette line area.
That one dumped in by Chang. Centering pass. That one too much on it for keeper. Chang back on it. Bartlett's got in their own way.
Good defending there by Alyssa Biesenthal. And you see Meffam in there as well as Todd to help out.
Comes loose and Meffam with a good stick. Only as far as McCallum, who races to it. GG's caught in their own zone for a minute as it's turned over. Chang and McCallum not on the same page.
Yeah, McLean trying to go cross ice over to Todd, but really not the time to do it.
Finally, the GG's get to the blue line and they are in desperate need of a change.
Good job there by Todd staying on to at least try to put a little bit of pressure on the forecheck.
Chang sends that one into the GG zone and heads off after a good shift by her. She's missed some time this season. Has Chang. Mika Chang, notable absence, and Christina Kalitsa in offside. Four minutes, 39 seconds to go as we get a draw outside. We're going to toss LeCavier from that one, and Kalitsa will go back into the dots. Greg Bowles has a couple of words with the officials, and we'll get another change. Good cutout there by Marika Lebrec, and it's up to Christina Kalitsa. She has a jump on Taylor Sims. Great stick by Sims.
Great job by Sims to come back and really cut off that angle there. But again, she kind of made her own problem where she was a little bit too far over towards the bench side. It was wide open on this side of the ice towards the stands.
Bank pass to Birkby. Birkby closed quickly by Kastelik. Nice edge work there by Lebrec. By far the best skater on this team, and turns it over. Oh, great save there by Waugh. Not the player you want to turn it over to. It was Malotny who had time and space to walk into.
And so far, Waugh has made about 3 outstanding stops to keep it at 0-0. And, you know, to have that play from someone like Mahika Lebrec.
Here's Emma Piers, a shot saved at the other end by Mahika Sarazen. It's been the goalie show.
Couple turnovers just on both sides of the coin here where it's caused the goaltenders like Waugh and Sarazen to stand up and make those stops. And, you know, to have that turnover from someone like Lebrec, a veteran player, that's something that you don't really want to see if you're the coaching staff or teammates. Good draw one there by Harkness.
Puck gets out to center as Mackenzie McCallum picks up for the Martlets. And it's turned over in the slot. Sophie Garo, a shot. It's still loose, and Waugh finally able to freeze it up. Sophie Garo, her eyes lit up.
Yeah, that was a great shot. You could see it from up here that she was looking. She just really stepped into it and let it loose. And Waugh made a really fantastic stop. And then she also made a second stop where it was a little bit of a rebound that Harkness was trying to put in. And Waugh was able to smother that opportunity as well.
Great body positioning there by Moura to prevent Bilodeau from getting to it. Watch out, Quinn Campbell has a step. She's behind one, and she collects. Quinn Campbell forced to the outside, drags to the backhand, trying to cut across the body. Kick saved by Sarazen.
Great job there by Sarazen. Meffam was there. What would have been better had she just gotten a stick on that Martlet player's stick to avoid the shot opportunity.
Been a good period here from the Martlets.
Yeah, if you're the Martlets coaching staff, you can't be disappointed with the way your team has played so far this first period.
Arms up for icing, and Angelique Prue skates back to get the whistle. Seeing Angelique Pruin, your screen, 1 goal for her on the season. Had a good game against the Carabin, unlucky not to find the back of the net a couple of times.
That seemed to be the theme of that game, just very unlucky in favor of the GGs.
She turns it over to Campbell again. Quinn Campbell, a second opportunity on the backhand, trying to center it. Megan Harley was headed towards the net.
And it was a good back check there by Biesenthal to pick up her player.
Say it again. What a play by Biesenthal. Sims over to McDonald. McDonald to Clavel. Clavel up to Biesenthal. Biesenthal and Lalonde. Pops up and Lalonde just sends it into the corner. Biesenthal gives Purdom a tap. It's on to McDonald. Jamie McDonald down low. That one just out of the reach of Lalonde. Play by Clavel. Top of the circle, a shot. Nice save by Wah. Two minutes to go in the first period. Birkby and McLean just having a talk-over. Gagnon set up behind Birkby. Birkby loses the draw. LeCavalier, the rookie, draws in and wins it. Centering pass, no one home, saved by Wah. Pearson. LeCavalier collecting. Kolitsa, huge collision. I think one unintentional. Kolitsa just trying to get back on side.
Yeah, Kolitsa just trying to get back on side, and Birkby just ends up clipping her. And you could see that Lebrec was giving Birkby a couple of shoves as if she did on purpose, but, you know, just unlucky.
Kolitsa, no worse for wear, back on it now. Piers just shot that one at Kolitsa. She unable to control. Here's Krasinski. Can't get it out at the first time of asking, and the second time it's off of Gigi. Birkby cleans up the mess. The captain for the Martlets. Nice pass. Cormier. Spinning. Cormier trying to slide it on through to Lebrec, who had pinched up. Back to Lebrec. Marika Lebrec. Shot! Saved by Sarazan.
And a little bit of an extra shot there by Megan Harley on Sarazan, and, you know, arms stay down.
Into the final minute here, knotted at 0. Mora goes to the center of the ice where a lane was open, and another save by Sarazan. One notable absence for the Martlets here tonight is Sarah Maud Lavoie. Lavoie, an absolute firecracker of a recruit. She's only played 4 games this season as the Victoriaville, Quebec native. She was excellent in both games against the GGs. Dealing with injury. You know, since middle January. Gattaro picks it up. Can't clear the zone. Harley just dumps it for Meffam to collect. Meffam and Reedman got their lines crossed. Here's Bilodeau. Bilodeau chips it forward, stopped by Mura. McCallum given a bump. Sets off to the races, but a good back check there by Bilodeau. 20 seconds to go. To the final 10 as Reedman stops up. Cross ice pass, one last chance. Mura mishandles it. That'll do it for the first. We're locked at 0s. The GGs and the Martlets playing a tight affair, a chippy affair. Brianna and I will be back in just a moment's time to break down all the action from that first period. Welcome back into the Minto Sports Complex. Nothing to Barb, Brianna Newell to break down a chippy period of action here at the Minto Sports Complex. Brianna, we go in knotted at 0. That thanks to the work of both goalies.
Yeah, 100%. Both goaltenders really have come to play today. They obviously had their coffee. They're awake, alert, ready to go. At the McGill Martlet end, you have Juliette Waugh, who hasn't really had that much exposure to the games, but you wouldn't be able to tell. That's how well she's playing, and she's made some really key stops, notably on Malotny, on Sophie Garrow, and on Alyssa Biesenthal as well, and on a rebound from Vicky Harkness. So at the end of the day, the real reason I think for why they're knotted at 0 right now is a lot to do with that goaltender there. And then at the other end, you have Mahika Sarrazin, who we know, again, is not really a second goalie. She is, very steady, very capable, very talented girl, and she showed that during that period as well. She didn't make, I'd say, as many outstanding stops, but she was steady, especially notably one kick pad save to the side there on an opportunity. And yeah, that's really the reason. It's been the goaltender showdown so far this first period.
Yeah, you mentioned the kick save. I was going to mention it. That, I would argue, the best chance in that period, thanks to a great rush by Quinn Campbell. What a game, Mackenzie McCallum, rather. What a game she's having.
Yeah, no, she's absolutely one of the individuals that the McGill Martlets obviously rely on for that offensive push, and we saw her absolutely detrimental against the GGs in previous games, so, nothing new there. It's almost expected that when they're coming here, that's someone to watch.
And Alyssa Biesenthal carrying the forecheck tonight for the University of Ottawa. How important is that forecheck going to be in the second period? We talked about it last night, the stat line, 14 goals, 4 in the second period. Now, 5 against as the Martlets score their goal, the Carabin score their goal in the second period, but the GG's such a good second period team, and that comes down to the cycle.
It comes down to the cycle, but also the fact that they're able to come off the wall and peel off. That's the whole point of the cycle, right? Is that you're cycling to try to get someone out of position to then be able to create space and then drive towards the net. That's something that the GGs were really lacking during their matchup against the Carabin on Friday evening. It's what we spoke about most often during that game as well, and that's going to be important here. And we saw Biesenthal do it a couple times in the first period and try to drive towards that net. Makes a huge difference. But on the other side of the coin, Biesenthal has done really well on the back check, and every back check that's been done has pretty much been done by her. She's making sure that she has a defensive mindset because she's not taking the McGill Martlets team lightly, and I think that's something that the GGs as a whole has to take a page out of her book, that it doesn't matter the record of this team. At the end of the day, you're still tied 0-0 against them.
GG's looking to break the deadlock. We'll be back in about 15 minutes time from the Minto Sports Complex for the second period of action. Welcome back into the Minto Sports Complex. The GGs and the Martlets knotted at one. These old rivals playing a game of the utmost importance for the University of Ottawa. The Martlets season long over, hoping to play spoiler. Good period from Mackenzie McCallum and Megan Harley. They'll line up with the second line here for the Martlets. Chang, keeper, and Stasiuk out against the top line for the GGs as Vicky Harkness wins that draw, and we're underway here in the second. Stasiuk, a little reverse through the legs that Chang almost got to. Reedman circling, going cross ice. That one just out of the reach of Clavel. The arms up for icing, and O'Hare's able to get there in time.
Great idea, though, by Reedman as she looks skyward. You know, it was the right call as Clavel was wide open, just a little bit too far in front of her. And Clavel having a little bit of words with the official that the official is not having any part of, saying, Clavel saying that it just went off the tip of the stick, but it did not.
Mura on it now. Calgary, Alberta native. Moves it down to Stasiuk, back to Mura. Chang pokes it on to keeper. Stephanie Keeper reverse to Chang. Good offensive zone time, wrap around that. Sarazan just able to get down in time. We were talking about the western part of this country a little bit earlier. Soraya Sulman, rather, as that one's shot on by Pridham and will get a whistle. Sulman, the product of Sherwood Park, Alberta. Another native of Sherwood Park. The GG's very own Nick Bowman, and a couple of weeks ago made headlines, another youth sports player, and Matt Berlin of the Alberta Golden Bears. Berlin and Bowman play together. Here's Biesenthal through the middle. She draws a penalty. Great strength play by Biesenthal, and the GGs head to their first power play of the night.
Yeah, great job by Biesenthal. I feel like we've said that a lot so far this afternoon, as it ends up being Vananen who ended up getting that hooking call there, and it absolutely was. The refs, that's something that they're always going to call if you keep your stick in there too long, and there wasn't really a lot of foot movement there either, so pretty blatant play, and the GGs head off to the power play here for the first time this afternoon.
Power play that did nothing last night, but has been slowly improving.
Yeah, a couple rough power play sequences we saw on the Friday against the Carabin. Really couldn't get anything going.
Winning that faceoff has been vitally important, and that's what they do. Back to Reedman. Reedman fans on it, and here goes Mackenzie McCallum. She's off to the races. She has Emma Pierce with her. Jade Todd in defense. Todd gets a crucial stick in the way.
Great job by Jade Todd getting the stick in there to disallow the pass, and not always easy when you're a forward going backwards and playing defense. It's completely outside your comfort zone, but Jade Todd did a great job there.
Here's Clavel, spring pass. She has Biesenthal with her. Alyssa Biesenthal, the wrong-handedness.
Wrong-handedness and the fact that Mura was there as well, creating a bit of pressure.
Reedman and Todd play catch. Todd down low. Biesenthal looking cross ice. Clavel was lurking. Crucial stick by Pridham. Biesenthal walks to the center of the ice. That one takes a deflection. It's still loose in the slot. Biesenthal will pick up her own rebound. Reedman, a minute gone. Kathleen Reedman, a shot. That one gloved by Waugh. And just to finish the thought on Jade Todd, that was the position that I played on the power play back when I played in my junior days, and having to walk back, it's always a nervy moment as a forward. You don't know what you're doing.
No, and that last play there where, Reedman had a great shot on net. What could have been even better is putting it down low, and then you had Clavel right there in the slot for that pass opportunity.
Angelique Prue forced backwards as the GGs lose the draw. Stops up. Prue head up, finds Malotny. Malotny has Harkness going to the middle. Finds Sophie Garro in the ringette line. She'll draw a penalty. Will be 5-on-3 for 33 seconds as Lebrec picks it up.
Yeah, and it ends up being Cassidy Stasiak who will end up serving this tripping call. And again, blatant play. You can't really get around it. So Figueroa had a head of steam that was going through there for that shot opportunity. And the stick just got right under Garrow's foot. And down she went.
And that one of those plays where you kind of have to make. So Figueroa was all alone at the top of the slot staring down the goaltender.
Yeah. And I don't think it was intentional. I think it was really just Stasiak trying to get her stick in there to disallow a shot opportunity, but ended up getting the foot instead. And, down goes Garrow, up goes the arm of the official.
It's a big moment for the GG's power play. 24 seconds left in the Vananen penalty. Reedman, 5-on-3. Changes with Clavel. Clavel, back door.
GG's really need to shoot the puck here as they have a two-man advantage.
Alex Clavel walking to the center. That one. Shot looking for a deflection. 5 seconds left on Vananen. Vananen steps out and it's a goal! Alex Clavel opens the scoring and the GGs capitalize on the 5-on-3.
And that's exactly what you need to do. Exactly what you need to do there. And, we see both Martlets coming out of the box here afterwards. But,
so just a second too late. The refs just having
yeah,
a discussion over it, but not much the goaltender could have done. Waugh beaten for the first time tonight.
No.
That Alex Clavel's third goal of the season.
And that's what ends up happening. And you see the officials having a discussion with Greg Bulls now, but just to go back to that sequence on what made that possible, it was really Reedman picking up the puck that had gone loose in the corner, bringing it back up to Todd, and Todd walking a little bit over towards her left and drawing the three defenders over, opened up Clavel on backdoor there, and she made no mistake. She bared down on the stick and got in the back of the net. Really can't blame Waugh for that at all. There was no coverage on Clavel whatsoever.
That's a 5-on-3. You have to pick your battles, but it was good puck movement there from the GGs. We find ourselves back at 5-on-5. I'd like to see the official timing of the goal and see how far apart those were. Kastelik just sends that one around the boards. McGill need an answer. Angelique Prue. And that's icing. Todd and Reedman's officially with the assist there. Todd's 12th of the season and her 15th point. That'll be Kathleen Reedman's 8th and 9th point. And as we mentioned, Clavel's third goal of the season. Here's Christina Kalitsa looking for an answer, a shot that's saved easily there by Mahika Sarazen.
And again, the Martinets need to get more shots from the slot area, or at least get some rebound opportunities. That shot that Kalitsa took from the right-hand side there on Mahika Saras, and that's not something that's going to beat her.
We talked about it in the game against the Caravan a lot. Those perimeter shots, especially in this level known so much for its goaltending. We talked about the names down the years, but especially with this young crop.
Yeah, those pucks are not going to go in, right? So if you're taking a shot from the perimeter, it better be for, a pad to have a rebound pop out or something, because otherwise that most likely is not going to go in.
Chang, a shot. She picked out the corner.
Great stop there by Sarazen.
GG's going to head to the penalty kill once again. Chang hits the ice. Mepham heads to the box.
And it'll end up being, I think it's Reedman maybe who goes to the box as she took down Chang after that opportunity. And again, there's no way getting around that one. It was definitely a call that the officials have to make.
It's been some pretty blatant calls here.
Yeah.
Easy work for the officials here tonight as this scramble draw is picked up by McCallum. She's back to Moura. Play give and go. Moura back on it. Need some penetration here, do the Martlets. Nice pass there. Chang, who drew the penalty.
It was a good job by Sims to step up there and challenge Chang so that no opportunity could go through.
And I have to say, I'm not a big fan of power play that doesn't have a one-time option. The choice here. We'll see if McCallum and Chang switch spots as a shot from McCallum. Gloved there by Sarazen.
Or even an opportunity where you have Moura and McCallum here where you could swap sides and end up having a one-time option on both sides there too. But problem is you want to have Moura on top of the umbrella there, and that's why it's set up the way it is on this unit.
That one just launched.
Good job by Birkby to shoot that one down. And good pressure done by Harkness as she wins the puck.
Vicky Harkness gonna kill some time. Smart play there. Smart play, and then plays her teammate offside.
Yeah, it would have been better at that point at Harkness. Just continued on her route to waste time and allowed her teammates time to get out of the zone before going back in.
Cormier rings it around the boards. Mackenzie McCallum down low to Harley. Megan Harley. Another one of those players who got 2 points the first time that the Martlets came to visit. More half little spin, half little pass to Pridham. Olivia Pridham sauces it. Harley forced to slow down as Cormier was in offside. Whoa, lost, it's loose! Somehow Sarazan makes that save. Quinn Campbell will be looking to the heavens. She didn't get everything on that backhander as the puck was just lying loose.
And I'm not really sure what exactly happened there, but it was almost like a deflection where it came out, and then, you know, Mahika Sarazan was forced to make that stop on the Campbell opportunity off that little rebound. Very odd sequence of events there.
Kulitsa gonna take her time with it. Leaves it to Pridham. Kulitsa back on it. 10 seconds to go. And that one sent the length of the ice. That'll do it for the Martlets power play. They're 0 for 2 on the day.
Good forechecking there by Bilodeau, which caused a turnover to head over to Sophie Garrow.
Couldn't send it goalwards as Waugh was slowly making her way back. Christina Kulitsa, she has peers ahead of her. Kulitsa looks up, finds herself in a cul-de-sac. Centering pass looking for Piers. It was just out of her reach. Campbell uses all of her frame, and Angelique Prue lucky not to be headed off to the box. That a hit into the numbers. Chipped forward, and Pridham will just send it right back where it came from.
A little bit of time here for Prue, but miscommunication between Prue and Sarazan as Sarazan just rings it around.
Chang. Stasiuk, Lebrec, Marika Lebrec. Long way off the season she had last year as she turns it over to Ariane Gagnon. Gagnon puts a move on keeper, and she's in offside. It's a nice little move, and then just dispossessed by the back check. Stasiuk, she has a couple options ahead of her. Likes to go herself and drops it. Keeper a shot. That one blocked on its way through.
Great job by Birkby to get in the shooting lane.
Clavel came from the blind side, almost picked it off and headed the other way. Vananen. A little bit of chaos finds its way to Chang.
Good job by Mepham to pin, but she lets her go before help can arrive.
Vananen. Shot into the skates, and Alex Clavel can take off, but she's exhausted at the end of her shift. Vananen, touch pass. She's had a little bit of a nightmare of a shift, a couple of turnovers.
Good job by McLean to back check and put it back onto Birkby to go the other way.
Good angling from Vananen.
And you see Krasinski down there starting the forecheck for the GGs.
And almost created an opportunity. Mackenzie McCallum back the other way. McCallum on the outside. She'll try and cut inside and pick the corner. Sarazan equal to it. Another one of those rush chances for the Martlets. Mura. Nice shift of weight there by LeCavier to create a little bit of space for herself. The arms up for high sticking as Jamie McDonald touches it up, and we'll have a whistle. Sims. That one just airmailed to center. Pierce had to be calm on that one, couldn't clear the zone.
It was really good pressure there by Garrow. It forced a turnover, and Bilodeau was able to keep it in the Martlet zone.
It's really a gritty line here for the University of Ottawa.
And that's what you need, though. You always need that gritty line to go to work.
Ooh, and Harkness almost touched that one in. GG's playing 11-7 here tonight. Olivier Devine dressed for the GG's. I don't think she's yet to hit the ice. Vicky Harkness out with the bottom pairing. GG's dealing with a few injuries at present. Ariane Minville misses her second game in a row, and Taylor Scott as well.
Good stick
Turned
there
over.
by
Here's
Todd.
Jade Todd. Jade Todd a step. Trying to put the moves on. She looked up and saw she was all by herself.
Yeah, all by herself as the rest of her teammates were making a change.
Lebrec just turned Malotny inside out.
And Reedman blocked that one. You could tell that hurt as it went right off the top of her foot.
Marika Lebrec winds up. That one about 100 kilometers wide. Nice play there by Vananen as she was streaking to the, that was Chang as she was streaking to the center. Couldn't get a shot off. Stasiuk, that one just bobbled up on her.
That was a good stick by Malotny that actually interrupted that.
And here's Meffam. Reese Meffam has the puck poked off her stick by Stasiuk, a 200-foot player. Stick all tied up behind her. Malotny backdoor Biesenthal. Again, the wrong-handedness.
Yeah, had Biesenthal been a left-handed shot, that would have went probably right in. Oh, wow. And a shot off the post there.
Krasinski.
It almost went off the post and off one, and then Waugh was able to square up to it and, get the whistle there.
I think she's lucky there for that one not to be behind her. She didn't get her angles right.
Well, just like the boards here at the Minto Sports Complex, I think the posts on the net also like to be involved and keep the teams on their toes.
Here goes Mackenzie McCallum, a head full of steam. She blows by Krasinski. Front of the net, she had an option, but it's frozen up by Mahika Saracen again.
Yeah, she had McCallum actually that was streaking towards the net, but there was a good back check there that took her away as an option. And yeah, wow, great burst of speed done there. Oh, sorry, it was Campbell actually streaking towards the net.
We've seen it all day from Mackenzie McCallum. Vananen looked up, saw a face full of Sophie Gatto, was able to slide it on to McCallum. Puck down low, Gatto will get there first. Vigaro. Puck poked off her stick by who else but Mackenzie McCallum. McCallum harassed. And able to get the puck to the center of the ice, but no one home. The GGs look to start again as Sophie Gatto dumps that one up. Headed down the ice for icing, and it just has the legs.
Oh, and they're actually saying that it did go off McGill player, so the faceoff's actually going to be at center ice.
Just taking a look at Sophie Gatto there, and she's been phenomenal for the GGs this weekend here.
Yeah,
just
she's definitely
full of energy, full of enthusiasm, and she's had a couple of chances.
Well, it almost reinvigorates you when you have your own fan club. And again, notably absent here today from the area beside us, but definitely makes a difference there.
We look back to the rookie campaign of Sophie Gatto. She played for a long time with GG's alum Elise Fillon and Ariane Aubin. Those three were really a hydra when they came in, and the three have moved on, and that puck still loose as Waugh lucky there with a quick whistle.
Yeah, I was going to say very lucky with the quick whistle there as Ariane Gagnon was right where that loose puck was and could have put it in the back of the net had the whistle not gone. She won't be happy about that one.
Looking to find the form she had 2 weekends ago. She had 4 goals that weekend.
Yeah,
4 points last weekend. They serve as her only points this season. That one rung around. Malotny down low. Todd giving a shove. Comes out to Biesenthal. Biesenthal couldn't center it. Second bite of the cherry and no GG ready.
Now it went right between between Reedman and Meffam there at the point. Neither one able to keep it in.
O'Hare stops up. And Conley moves it on to Moura. Pierce pressured by Malotny. Sent forward, Kalitsa will get on her horse. 9 versus 9. The 9 in the red shirt wins it.
2 GGs end up missing that one, both Lalonde and Todd, and that way Mura is able to keep it in the GG zone.
Rung around to Piers. Piers couldn't get everything on it. Here's Kylie Lalonde. Stops up. Looking into the center of the ice, she had Jay Todd there. Todd, I think, thought about the Michigan as that one just crept through the slot.
Todd put it right in front there to Vicky Harkness, and it just did not end up in the back of the net. Well, and then you have Pierce who almost put it on her own net.
Harkness trying to center. It was Lalonde who had her stick tied up. Angelique Prue dumps that one down low. Leaves it for Lalonde. Harkness waiting for the puck out front. O'Hare, reverse. Mura, who seems like she never gets off the ice, picks it right back up.
And you can see Lalonde, who just seems gassed and probably does need a change, and ends up being a high stick there.
We'll say the stick just crept up a little too high there.
It's a little high.
She was off to the races. Do the GGs have a women's baseball team? I think she'll be trying out.
She might make it. She might make the team herself, Why not?
Baseball season not too far away, only another 23 days till spring training opens up in Dunedin for the Toronto Blue Jays. This one rung around the boards. Ariane Gagnon down low. McLean, she keeps the cycle alive. She has Gagnon and Lebrec, a vital stick. She hasn't looked out of the ordinary, out of place there in defense. At least the star forward here for McGill is this one reversed to Kastelik. Kastelik rings it around the boards. Picked up by Birkby. Birkby can't fully control it. Forces the Martlets backwards. Gagnon unaware. And who else but Mackenzie McCallum with a step. She has Megan Harley going to the center of the ice. She stops up, back post. It still is Kastelik on the backhand and goal. Jamie Kastelik, right place, right time. And the Martlets tie it at 1.
And it really starts off with that great play by McCallum, and she just uses the boards to her advantage to chip it by in her great burst of speed to go past Reedman. And she makes a good play as well, even at the bottom. She could see that she couldn't cut towards the net, so she stops up, does a delay, and crosses it, passes it cross ice to that back door. Good back check from the GGs, but who other than Jamie Kastelik to pick up that rebound, and on the backhand just puts it top shelf over Mahika Sarazan to tie up this game.
Kastelik, a defender who reads the game so well, knew to step up at the right moment and was rewarded for it. We'll wait for the official goal call, and if Mackenzie McCallum doesn't get an assist here, I think she should get an honorary assist because that play started and almost finished off by her. Malotny in behind the board. She can't corral it. Puck held in at the line, and the GGs will chase back after this one. GGs basically starting off where they began this game tight at 1. Turned over, and Harkness got a stick on it. Bilodeau should have given her a hauler. She was in behind, and the touch from Harkness just took it away from her a little bit. Kalitsa up to Chang. It finds its way back to her.
It's a good poke there. Good step up by Jamie McDonald, forcing the Martlets back.
So the assists going to Lebrec and Nyan. Nyan's second assist of the season. The other one going to Marika Lebrec. Lebrec, a slow season. Not only her 4th point. Think back to this point last year. She had 27 at this point in time. Up to Mura. That one just out of her reach. Mura dog it on it. Will chase after Mepham.
Gigi's unable to clear the zone that wraparound, but they do on the second time.
And here she goes, Beatrice Bilodeau. Staring down the rookie goaltender to the backhand. Great save by Waugh. Oh, baby, what a save.
What a great stop by Juan. Bilodeau, great burst of speed, first getting the puck out and then chasing it down for that breakaway opportunity. But she could have moved into the middle a little bit earlier to give her a better angle as opposed to going as far as she did. Didn't really leave her with a lot of net. You know, Wah really able to close her down and just travel with her across the net for that save that the puck was just really on the ice there. Nothing too crazy, but great stop by Wah to keep this game tied at 1-1.
She telegraphed that a little bit, but you got to credit Wah for reading. That one it's loose, and oh, what a kick save!
Wow, an absolutely beautiful save by Wah. I don't know how Biesenthal did not put that one in. She's probably wondering the same thing.
Juliette Wah.
Whew.
Likes playing in Ottawa.
Clearly, yep.
LeCavier just airmailed to McCallum. She'll get there first. Mackenzie McCallum leaves it for LeCavier. Trying the wraparound. And another hack by Megan Harley. It's frozen up by Mahika Sarazen. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. We're knotted at 1. The GG's opening goal coming from Alex Clavel. That on the power play, and moments ago, Jamie Kastelik makes it a 1-1 game.
And you can see that the Marlets are playing with a lot of speed, a lot of urgency. And, you know, yes, that stop was crucial in keeping the game tied at 1-1 by Wah, but it also is crucial in turning the momentum towards your side as well. It was an interesting pass there by Jamie McDonald right across the front of the net.
2 minutes to go. Puck still in the GG zone. Alex Clavel is able to get past Vananen. Lalonde has McDonald streaking with her. Kylie Lalonde, a shot, it's loose. It bubbles up and somehow doesn't end up in the back of the net.
No, but Berkby ends up in the back of the net instead of the puck as Vananen just pushes her right in there. But wow, how did that puck stay out of the net? Like, whew.
Wah still down at.
It took a little bit of an awkward tumble on that one.
Looks like she's no worse for wear. But I don't know if Catherine Berkby was more pushed as dove into that net. Just not sure if she could get the stick on it. She just threw everything at it.
Including her entire body, yeah. Yeah, definitely an interesting play there.
Vananen. Pridham turns it over. Bilodeau had the puck poked off her stick. Follows up. Reese Meffam, a shot. That one gloved by Wah. Gatto. Reverse. Biesenthal, or Harkness rather, stays on it. It's down low. Bilodeau. Beatrice Bilodeau giving a shove in the back. She reverses it. So Figaro will get there first. Nice move to get past Harley, and that one just shoveled to the front of the net.
And again, another opportunity where Garrow had a little bit of space to cut more towards the front and hope, try to lift it over top of Wah.
She did a really good job of creating a little bit of space for herself, but the southpaw in Wah is able to get the glove on it. Riedman lost the puck. Turns it over. LeCavier. And Malotny cleans up for the GGs. Only as far as Piers. Piers, though, loses it. Oh, nervy moments for both teams there. As no one really confident on that puck. What a move by Jay Todd, and the stick just stuck in Mura. We're into the final minute here. Centering pass. Elizabeth Biesenthal can't finish that one. Elizabeth Mura. Cross ice to Vananen. We're into the final 30 seconds. LeCavier will poke it on up to McCallum. Mackenzie McCallum spins. LeCavier can't get it past Sims. Piers on it. She's pinned. 10 seconds. One last rush. Lalonde tripped over the blue line. 5 seconds. Biesenthal just dumps the puck down, and that'll do it for the second period. Chances aplenty, but only 2 goals in the period. Play from both goaltenders has been sensational. We'll We'll talk about that and so much more at the intermission report for Declan DeBarp and Brianna Newell. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Welcome back into the Minto Sports Complex. Declan DeBarp and Brianna Newell ahead of an action-packed second period and an even better third period, we can assume. 2 goals scored in that period, 1 apiece. We'll talk about the first one. The GGs finally connect on the power play.
Yeah, I was going to say, finally connect on the power play. Got some good puck movement going around. It was actually mostly on the 5-on-3 where, you know, it was a shot opportunity. Loose puck goes into the corner. Riedman goes and scoops it up because that's what you got to do on the power play. You got to want the puck. Any loose puck, you got to win it. And that's what Riedman does. She brings it back up to the point, passes it over to Todd. Todd does a really good job, too, of not rushing a play and draws the McGill Martlet defenders over to her more slightly, where she's able to then connect with Clavel back door. And again, with a 5-on-3, it's so hard to make sure you have coverage everywhere, but back door is vital, and that's something where it was a missed assignment on the Martlet's part, and Clavel just doesn't make any mistakes about it. She doesn't mess around. She bears down on the puck and puts it right in the back of the net.
McGill don't wait very long to get their response. That play started by Mackenzie McCallum, finished by Jamie Kastelik. McCallum unlucky not to get a point there, but, you know, it's excellent play by McCallum, who's been dominant all evening.
Yeah, she's a very strong, steady player, and, you know, she doesn't mess around either. It really started with her, and that's how the goal happened. It started back just about inside the defensive zone for the Marlets, where she picks up that puck, and then she has a head full of steam, and she really exploits Riedman, actually, who is transitioning, pivoting to go from forwards to backwards, which is always a difficult skill for defense to master, and McCallum takes advantage of that, banks it off the boards, uses her speed even more so, and picks up the puck, and she can't quite go and cut towards the net because Riedman does a good job recovering and getting back to take that opportunity away, but she makes another outstanding play, very heads-up hockey IQ play, to make a delay and just stop up, and she slides it cross ice towards that back door, as she did have a teammate who was heading towards the net. It wasn't Kastelik, it was another player who was heading towards the net, where the GGs did pick up that individual, but who they forgot about was Jamie Kastelik there, who just picked up that loose puck, and with the backhand, she made no mistakes, roofed it over top of Sarazen, and you really can't blame Sarazen for that.
And I mean, the story of this game really down at the other end, and it's Juliette Waugh, the rookie, only making her second start in the city of Ottawa, as well as her first game came against the Carleton Ravens. But she's been sensational, and the reason the GGs aren't leading.
No, she's played absolutely phenomenally this game, not even just this past period, but specifically in the second period, made a lot more of those stops. There was one that stands out in my mind where it was Beatrice Bilodeau, streaking down that bench side of the ice. And yes, she could have cut in more to give herself more of an angle, but she didn't, and she ended up going and trying to drag Watt across, but she just didn't get enough on it, and Watt followed with her very well, basics very well there, and she just closed the door. And and a couple other times her positioning was very good. She was square to the puck, didn't really allow for any pucks to squeak through. She's squaring up on rebounds as well. So 100% one of the main reasons for why this game is still tied at 1.
Her fundamentals are fantastic, and the saves she's made in this one even better.
And she's very calm too. You don't get that flustered kind of look. If you had told me, if I didn't know that was only her second game playing, I would have had no idea, because she's very calm in the net. She's composed, she's confident as well, and making those types of stops that she's making adds to her confidence, as well as the confidence of the players playing in front of her. And you can tell by the way the momentum has shifted. The players are feeling that. They're feeling confident in their goaltender to know that they can go and maybe take a couple more risks and get more opportunities on the GGs. They know that she's got their backs.
This game long from over. We'll see how the story in this one ends. Period of hockey still to play. We'll be back in 15 minutes time to wrap this one up. Welcome back into the Minto Sports Complex. My name is Declan DeBarb. Joining me for the third period of action is Brianna Newell. Brianna, things knotted at 1. What do these teams need to do to break the deadlock?
I mean, McGill's been playing a pretty solid game from the back end with their goaltending all the way to their front offensive pressure. So I think for them, they really have to continue using their speed to exploit maybe some slower-footed individuals and get more opportunities on Sarah's end. And from the Gigi's end of things, you know, you're facing a hot goaltender. So what do you got to do? You got to pepper her with more shots. You have to make her move. You maybe have to get one of those garbage goals where you get it off a rebound, and you have to take care of your back end. You have to make sure that your defensive coverage is sound and make sure that, you know, that 2-foot space inside the blue lines, that you're not messing around with the puck, that you get it out at that point.
Linesman just having a check over Mahika Sarazen's crease, and we're underway here for the third. This is a game the GGs cannot afford to drop, as keeper has the puck poked off her stick. Reedman engages in a physical altercation. Stasiuk. Centering pass. Keeper was there. Keeper couldn't get her stick on it.
Good job there.
Bridget O'Hare takes a couple of deflections, comes to Moura. Moura pinned by Clavel, separating man from puck. At full extension, the puck finally clears the zone. Sent right back in. Reedman will pick it up. She has Lalonde ahead of her. Lalonde back to Reedman. The GGs will try again. Turned over and closed off quickly. GG's stuck in their own zone. Sent cross ice. Jay Todd, she has Biesenthal with her. Biesenthal, Todd's first touch took her a little too wide and eliminated that opportunity. Kastelik, the goal scorer. Nutmeg Sims. Prue hustles over to get that one around to Todd. Todd rings it off the boards. Malotny, one-on-one with Piers, a forward not where she wants to be, and a save by Waugh. Mika Lecavalier draws in and wins it. Only momentarily. Lebrec. Puck poked off her stick. Here go the GGs. Gagnon, that one just wide. Sims. Down low to Birkby. GGs trying to establish the cycle. Gagnon sets the pick. Looking for the centering pass. Backdoor. Gagnon goal! 2 minutes into the period, and the GGs take the lead.
You know, and that's part of the GG's game. This is your grinder line, one of them, and they went to work. You know, the Birkby, McLean, and Gagnon line, and finally their hard work pays off. You know, and I want to spotlight Birkby for a little bit as she was tag team there in the corner with that loose puck, and you know, she was able to out-muscle, and the loose puck came through, and McLean got it, comes around, and spots Gagnon, who, you know, was wide open. So obviously a missed assignment there on the Martlet ends of things, and puts it in the back of the net.
The Martlet's not going to lie down. Imagine they'll come back with everything they got. Krasinski.
Yep. And lots of time in this period, so lots of time for those opportunities to happen and for them to, you know, tie up that game. And we are.
They got to be careful. Here's Malotny. Great pass by Krasinski. Abigail Malotny, crossbody goal! Abigail Malotny, the GGs strike twice.
And you know, the shift previous to this, or the sequence previous to this, you found Malotny with the same opportunity when she was going against Pierce, and she cut in the exact same way. And at that time, Waugh able to make the stop, but this time ends a little bit differently as Abigail Malotny does come down that same side, cuts across the middle of the ice, and perhaps went a little bit farther, made Waugh pull over a little bit more, and then shot across her body back the other way and just found that opening to put it in the back of the net.
A beautiful shot there from Abigail Malotny, her 16th. McCallum, a shot
Good job by Sarrazin to, squeeze that one tight between her body and her arm there, and take the whistle.
It's a beautiful save there from Sarrazin. That one in the hole. They sneak through. Dangerous little
that does
shot.
Happen there, exactly. So she did a great job of just squeezing her arm really tight to keep the puck where it was.
McCallum back the other way. I imagine we'll see a lot of Mackenzie McCallum. Hardly loose on her knees, and that one, a save by Sarrazin.
I'll be interested to see, too, what the coaching staff decides to do in regards to Marika Lebrecht. You have one of your most offensive forwards who's on defense right now. You're down 2 goals in the third period. Is it something you look at where you move her up and try to get something more going, something generating the offensive zone, considering you are down by 2 goals?
These are the questions that the coaches get paid the big bucks to answer. The Martlets surrendered 2 goals in quick succession.
Great little face-off play there. I remember it from my time on the GG's roster.
And they're looking to strike again. Here's Kylie Lalonde. Centered, and Waugh will freeze it up. So Prue and McLean get the assists. So Biesenthal awarded with that beautiful assist on the Malotny goal. She looked up and Spranger, I thought it was Krasinski.
No, heads up play there by Biesenthal, and she's had a solid game throughout. Even on the Friday against the Carabas, she had a solid game there too. So good weekend all around for her.
Another good weekend in a series of good weekends. I think we should stop being surprised. And that one sent into the bench. Taking a look at the GG's captain right now. All feels, we mentioned the jerseys in
that was great.
At the last weekend's game. If you missed it, check it out on GG's social. But all the players asked to wear a jersey of their favorite player. Some came in Sidney Crosby jerseys like Sophie Gatto. We saw a lot of Leafs jerseys, especially Kate McLean in her beautiful Bieber jersey. And then
Krasinski wearing Birkbees.
Wearing the Birkbee jersey.
That's real teammate love right there.
Stasiuk. That one about a mile wide. Todd back the other way for the GGs. Todd just going to loft that one up, and Kastelik will collect. Poked off her stick. Malotny on it now, but she's given a bump and separated from the puck. Jade Todd has her stick whacked out of her hand. And we're going to get a penalty here. It's the Martlets, but off 2 minutes for roughing.
That'll be Stasiuk for her second one of this game so far.
Another product of the Western Coast, Kamloops, BC.
And I'll be honest, too. I mean, we were here right by where the battle was happening. And actually, it's going to be 2. It's going to be, I think, offsetting. I'm not sure if it's going to be 5-on-5 or 4-on-4. But you see Harkness that went to the box for the GGs as well. So coincidental penalties is what it looks like. But
and we do stay at 5. So Harkness out for 2 minutes plus however long it takes to get to the next whistle. The same goes with Cassidy Stasiuk.
And again, interesting because from here really just looked like a hard-fought battle, so interesting call there.
Bilodeau down low. Biesenthal will chase. Vananen picks it up. Mia Vananen, reverse off the ref.
Smart play by Sims to back off and not go and pinch, as you saw her looking to possibly do there.
Veteran head on those shoulders, Taylor Sims. Biesenthal, woo, what a move!
Ooh.
Backhander by Bilodeau. That one kicked aside.
Nice stop there by Waugh, and nifty little hands there shown by Biesenthal.
Nice hands, even better edge work. But back come Kulitsa, shot on goal.
Good.
I think she was looking for the rebound.
Yeah, and good job by Prue to keep her really to the outside there, and good job by Sarrazin to steer it calmly over to the corner.
Mackenzie McCallum in between 2 teammates. It'll go the length of the ice. 15 minutes, 13 seconds. Vananen harassed by Bilodeau. Bilodeau forces the turnover. Birkby, what a save, but goal!
Oh. We thought that Watt stopped it, but in fact, Birkby puts it in the back of the net. I was not expecting that.
Watt hit it into her own net. Not what you want to see, and Catherine Birkby makes it 4-1.
Yeah,
Looked like she got across to save that one. Birkby put it into the midsection and ends up in the back of the net.
Hey, as far as we know, yeah, it ends up in the back of the net, whatever happened there. And it was a nice quick pass, heads-up play to find Birkby just all alone in the slot. And again, seems to be the theme of this game, or at least the third period from the Martlets. Just missed assignment there in terms of coverage, as Birkby was literally all by himself, no Martlet jersey seen around for miles, really.
Can we expect you to do the next broadcast in a Birkby jersey, Brianna?
Hey, you know what? If she lends me her jersey, I will happily do it for her.
Here's Kate McLean. Kate McLean rides. It was Bridget O'Hare into the boards. Piers. Bilodeau, the assist, her 4th of the season. That play started entirely by her. It was a great play to win the puck back and then set Birkby up in front.
And you really like to see that because, again, that line is such a gritty, hard-working line. So it's always nice to see, when something pays off for them 100%. And, with the icing now being brought back to the face-off dot in the Martlet zone, you see that, Stasiak and Harkness have exited their respective boxes and gone back to their benches.
Centering pass, Malotny couldn't get the blade on it. Malotny in desperate need of a big game to catch up to Audrienne Veillette, who was here the other night, currently leads the league in goals. She was held goalless that night, only 1 goal against the University of Ottawa, but 21 on the season for Audrienne Veillette. Harkness sits on 16 after her goal today. Krasinski stumbles, but able to keep the puck in, if only for a moment. LeCavalier will send that one down the ice, and that'll go for icing. The tired leg stuck out there.
Yeah, it just wasn't over the red line. It was about a foot behind, so still going to be icing, and you have a tired unit out there for sure for the Martlets.
Harkness draws in again against LeCavalier, looking to win the faceoff and get the cycle established. Centering pass, that one took a deflection off a body. Harkness looking to center. Sophie Gatto didn't ever stick on the ice. Prue given a bump. We see Devine out there as well, her first shift of the game. Sophie Gatto, nice little edge work, nice strength. Harkness back on it. So a shot, that one blockered aside. And Prue not headed in the right direction. Forced back to center. Vicky Harkness. Sims. Kastelik. She'll carry it over center. Shot it. Rings off a stick-in into the netting.
And Kastelik is one of those individuals who's had a pretty solid game as well, with the lone goal as well for her team. Just all over the ice. I can't even tell you how many times we've said her name in just this game alone.
Yan picks it up behind the net. She's closed down quickly, and Alex Clavel forced into another board battle. Time ticking away on the Martlets. 12:32 to go. Hits off the ref. Christina Kalitsa unaware. Was behind her. She got a scream from her teammate, and Birkby just onside. Kalitsa up to Nyan. Nan staring down. Meffam and Clavel came back on the back check. Kulitsa, cross ice to Pridham. Pridham enters the zone. Takes a shot, that one always going wide. The rebound. Put just wide there by, that's Anika Cormier. Keeper, puck poked off her stick. Beatrice Bilodeau. Reedman. McLean Meffam. Reese Meffam, a shot that was headed very wide. It worked out favorably as Reedman just unable to bury that one. A good recovery save there from Waugh.
Good stop there by Waugh. She really had to travel from her one side of the net to the other to make that stop.
Stasiuk. One-on-one with Meffam. The Martlets need one. Meffam stands up Stasiuk. Back to Reedman. Saucer to McLean. That one she can't corral. Chang took a unoptimal route to that puck. And O'Hare will start again. Back up to Chang. Chang has Harley ahead of her. Chang, goal stood up by Malotny. Mura. Leaves it for Kulitsa. Kulitsa, great strength play shown and then muscled off the puck by Biesenthal. Biesenthal with a nice stick to get the puck out of the physical battle. Martlets have the GG stuck. And McCallum able to hold the line, if only momentarily. It's back out to Lebrec. Marika Lebrec spinning. Harley touches it to center, no one home. Biesenthal, just a little backhander into the zone. Into the final 10 minutes here. Megan Harley. Kulitsa shot, that one always going wide. Watch out, the GGs are coming back the other way. Biesenthal, Malotny. Malotny has Todd streaking to the net. Biesenthal, Malotny, a shot on goal. It never made it through. Biesenthal at the end of a long shift just dumps the puck in. Todd will play forward one and go after Lebrec and turns it over. Lalonde. Kylie Lalonde muscled off the puck. Cormier. Clavel hot off the ice, hot off the bench rather.
And that was all body there. The puck wasn't even looked at, so I'm kind of surprised that the official's arm stayed down.
Put a little sauce on that, Krasinski. Harkness opens Pridham up. Nice little move. Lalonde. Rings it around. Alex Clavel. Vicky Harkness trying to roof it on the southpaw. That puck still loose and Waugh bailed out. It's a nice save by Juliette Waugh. Spilled the rebound.
Yeah, good stop by Waugh there. Really came out to cut down any available net. But, you know, it's interesting. This is the second time this game, we saw it in the second period, where the play was whistled down extremely quick and the puck was still very much visible.
Nice poke there by Sophie Gatto. And sliding across to block it. An excellent block there by Bridget O'Hare. Heads up defending. Back to Sophie Gatto. She couldn't corral it. Gatto puts the brakes on. O'Hare follows her. Birkby is trying to muscle her way to the puck. Watched the whole way by Mura. And Sophie Gatto only turns that one over. Mura reverses. Quinn Campbell only touches it as far as Birkby. Catherine Birkby, a ripper of a shot that Waugh unable to catch, but able to deflect into the corner. Piers, that one sent into the zone. Saracen almost tumbled over her own goal.
Good job by Gagnon to be patient and make sure it gets out of the GG zone.
And Kate McLean taken down. She wanted a call, and she'll get a call. Thought that was a response call, but Kate McLean is going to get the penalty she wants, body contact.
And Stacey will head to the box for the 3rd time this afternoon.
She's taken 2 of the 3 penalties called against the Martlets here tonight. The GGs will be up a man for 2 or less. Obviously, the 2 power plays for the GGs plus the offsetting double major, the offsetting minors. GGs play catch at the point. Jay Todd and Kathleen Reedman. Down low to Clavel. Clavel and Reedman change spots. Clavella! It's loose! Biesenthal couldn't get the angle on it. Reedman. That little bit of havoc created that opportunity. Biesenthal and Todd switch places. Back to Reedman. Harley comes out, and that one blocked in the midsection. A chance for Mackenzie McCallum. She's loose on the breakaway. Watch out for Beatrice Bilodeau. What a back check
What a
by
great back check
Bilodeau.
there, and to not take a penalty either. She just simply hit the stick, and it caused the puck to go away from McCallum. Well done there.
Krasinski giving her taps. Biesenthal will just take her time as her team completes a change. Alex Clavel. Prue. Angelique Prue gonna be patient. The GGs have a one-time option in Reese Meffam. Think back to the game in January where she got 2 goals in that one, almost got a hat trick. That the same weekend that GG's men's player, Peter Stratus, got a hat trick. Angelique Prue gonna try and create a little bit of opportunity. And that one sent the length of the ice. 30 seconds to go in the Staceyuk penalty. Abigail Malotny. And that one sent on goal. It's saved there by Wah. Figaro wins that one. Angelique Prue. Prue onto Meffam. Back to Prue. Malotny. Down low. Harkness, and she stumbles on the puck. Back to Angelique Prue. Ripper. That's blocked by Christina Kolitsa. Kolitsa gets her stick tied up, and here's Emma Piers. Piers over the line, and she turns it over only momentarily as Kolitsa rips that one but doesn't get anything on it. Face off to the left of Mahika Sarazen. Birkby draws in. The 4th goal of the night was scored by Catherine Birkby. Her 6th of the season. It's a tidy little finish, but one that I think that Wah will want back. We won't spend too much time on it. Birkby a little heel to heel up to Kate McLean, who sends that one down into the zone. Back come the Martlets. McCallum up to Mura. Mura trying to reverse to Chang. Chang not on the same wavelength. Pridham. And an offside.
Yeah, they just go offside. I think it was McCallum who was just a little bit too late to exit the GG zone.
Taylor Scott will send this one forward. Oh, sorry. Taylor Sims, rather, will send this one forward. Bilodeau will just loft this one up in the air. So Figaro couldn't get her hand on it. And it sent the length of the ice. Taylor Sims will go back to chase. She's watched the whole way by Nyan, and that one off the stick of Pridham.
Smart dump there by Reedman. At this point for the GGs, I mean, you know, you're in over the red line, just get it in deep in the Martlet zone. Don't need any more goals.
That one stuck behind the net. Mia Vananen comes out to Alyssa Biesenthal. Nice little spin and trying to pick the corner. Nice save. It was a beauty of a shot.
That was a bullet of a shot and well placed too. Good stuff by
Clavel
Waugh.
to the backhand. Couldn't get it past. Nice strength shown by Nyan. Nyan a shot. Nice save there by Mahika Sarazin.
Before that shot went on net, you could see a little bit of a scuffle between Pridham and Clavel. Puck was not really near them anymore, but they were still going at it. A couple of shots back and forth.
Just a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard as this game dies down over across Bronson. The Carleton Ravens find themselves on the wrong end of a 4-1 scoreline to the GG's main playoff rivals in the Montreal Carabin. And you head up to La Belle Provence, and as that one's tipped aside by Sarazan, the Stingers lead the Gators 1-0. The Stingers were to win tonight, they'll clinch the top spot in the RSEQ as Birkby's taken down. They'll grab Marika Lebrec for a slashing call.
And you can tell that Lebrec is really not content with that call, as she was mouthing off a little bit to the officials and slammed the door there. But regardless, GG's head off to the power play once again.
It's their 4th power play of the night. That one sent around. Reese Meffam. Down low. Vicky Harkness. Cross ice to Abigail Malotny. Malotny to Prue. Prue, fake shot, and that one in the feet of Abigail Malotny. Back to Malotny. Trying to send it down low. Kastlik was well aware of what was going on. Can opener there. Arms stay down, trying to center it. Sophie Garro can't get it past Mura. Mura doggedly follows after it. Meffam will knock that one down. Harkness reverses to Meffam. Gigi's just looking to see this one out, as that was a stretch pass to Bilodeau.
And again, a miscommunication there by Sarazan with Meffam. And not the first time that we've seen that this afternoon.
Alyssa Biesenthal yet to be rewarded tonight. Only 1 assist for her. Her play in this one really deserves a goal.
But like you said, overall, her play in this game so far, this entire afternoon, has just been outstanding. Really 200 feet.
She wants it now. Finds it. Todd and Biesenthal play catch. Long shot, that one. Almost looped over Waugh. Into the final minute at the Minto Sports Complex. Nice hustle there by Todd to hold the line.
Yeah, good pinch there for sure.
Jay Todd, chance to cut out front. Good angled play there as puck still loose in the slot. Waugh unable to freeze it, and it comes out to Clavel. 8 seconds to go. Todd. Biesenthal. Touch pass. Bilodeau couldn't connect. Reedman. That one sent wide. And Biesenthal will take a penalty. Slashing the call is her frustration. Gonna spill over here. There's a little bit of extra, so we're 6 on 5. Vananen, that one. Too much on it. Sorry, that was LeCavier.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit too hot to handle. She was coming in for the one-timer. Didn't get really enough stick on it for it to go towards Sarazan.
So with 20 seconds to go, Alyssa Biesenthal will head off to the box for 2 minutes or less. Oh, sorry, for 20 seconds or less, as this game
for 20 seconds, 20.1 seconds
into its dying embers here. this the last meeting between these two teams this season. And with the Martlets well eliminated from playoff contention, it will be the last meeting of these two C teams, as that one's ripped on by Sarazan. She can't control the rebound.
Ooh,
nice save by Sarazan.
Last stop there with a couple seconds left by Sarazan to keep it at 4-1.
So it finishes 4-1, as you mentioned, Brianna. Good game played by the GGs. This one, a game that got out of hand for the Martlets. You can't really blame Wa in this one. They were good goals by the GGs, and she was outstanding. The GGs back in action Friday night as they take on the Carleton Ravens at the Ice House. They'll be back here for a game against the Concordia Stingers. That one, a crucial game, and they're running to the end of the season. Brianna, we'll quickly get into your 3 stars of the night and wrap this one up.
Yep, so with the 3 stars for this afternoon's game, with a 3rd star, you have Jamie Kastelik from the McGill Martlets with the lone goal and just outstanding play both in the defensive zone as well as the offensive zone, very deserving there. And then for the 2nd star we have from your U Ottawa GGs, it's Catherine Burkby with one of the goals. And again, just overall great play, whether it was back checking, whether it was defensive zone coverage, or just really grinding work there in the corners in the offensive zone, just all around great game. And for the 1st star for this game, we have Alyssa Biesenthal from your U Ottawa GGs. And like we mentioned, she did everything but score, and not for a lack of trying, as she had so many opportunities. She did have an assist on one of the goals as well, and very deserving of this 1st star for this game.
And what an assist that
Very
was,
beautiful.
might I add.
Beautiful.
She sent that one about 180 feet. So that'll do it. The GGs, as we mentioned, back in action Friday night. We'll be back on the mic Sunday night as the GGs take on the Concordia Stingers. You won't want to miss that one. Lots still to play for in this season, and playoffs right around the corner. For Declan DeBarb and Brianna Knoll, we hope you guys enjoy your weeks, and we'll see you next weekend.